Now, if we're gonna do this right, we need some music. Now, if we're gonna do this right, we need some music. Just like little flip-flops under my massive elbow. Buddy Murphy's red hair, I kicked his derriere. So please be sure to stare, 'cause your family won't care. And they'll put me oh, why, yes, 'cause I'm the Dream, and this is the Dreams NXT.
What's up, wrestling fans? Jimmy, the Mailman Milstead here on this Thursday, May, what is it, the 29th? The 30th, May 30th. And episode 49, the small package, real short and sweet show. That was, this is the NXT TakeOver 25 theme song, On My Teeth. I don't even know who, I'm not even sure who this band is, but the NXT house band there, On My Teeth, they don't even list it, who the band is here. Sorry about that, but hey, I'm 43 years old. I don't know any of these guys, but I'll get back to you on that. But that's the theme song. This Saturday night, guys, are you excited? It's NXT TakeOver 25, probably the best show WWE puts together. And this one is going to be Saturday night, June 1st, 2019 at the Webster Bank Arena in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Wow, 25 NXT TakeOvers. It seems like just a couple days ago, I was watching stuff from Full Sail. But what was your favorite NXT TakeOver, guys? Favorite match? Put them in the comments. I've got several. I've attended several. My favorite match probably still could be Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne for that European Championship NXT TakeOver Chicago a couple years ago. That was just a barn burner. My WWE match of the year. What was it? 2017, 2018. Sensational match. Then you got Bayley, Sasha Banks, first NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. Who could ever forget that? That was one of my matches of the year that year. I was in attendance for NXT Dallas. Just a singles match between Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh, how he has fallen. His debut match versus Sami Zayn. That's a regular singles match. Still one of my favorite NXT TakeOver matches of all time. What other? There's so many matches. Heck, I enjoyed Tyson Kidd when he was down there. He wrestled Neville. What was that? For one of the NXT championships there. That was always good. I always liked those early takeovers. Sami Zayn, Cesaro. Some great matches. I still love that NXT ladder match in New Orleans, being in attendance for that. That's probably one of my favorite matches where Adam Cole, baby, eventually won that first ever North American Championship. A belt that will be on the line as the Velveteen Dream now owns it, as we opened up the show with that awesome Dream anthem a couple weeks ago. It looked like he was on pace to take on a Donovan Dijakovic on NXT, but it looks like Dijak, I still call him Dijak. I can't stand that name, but Dijakovic. I'll never be able to pronounce his name there, but sounds like he got injured there, and Tyler Breeze will be taking his place. So that will be a pretty good match. 5 matches on the cards, guys. We're just here to put our picks on record. Let's go over the matchups here real quick. Matt Riddle, the Bro, in a singles match, will be taking on one of the Undisputed Era's own, the troubled Roderick Strong. Roddy has had his problems here in the last couple of weeks on NXT TV tapings with his cohorts. Adam Cole, baby. We'll see what happens here. But that will be a sensational singles match. I will have that opening the card in my prediction. Then, as the aforementioned, we have the singles match for the NXT North American Championship on the line, as the champion, the Velveteen Dream, will be taken on, as mentioned, Tyler Breeze is stepping it up. A throwback, one of the original OGs will get a shot. And you got to love the way he is probably feeling refreshed, actually being sent down to NXT, because Raw and SmackDown have had their moments, and he has not really had any time to shine up there. There is a ladder match for the vacant NXT Tag Team Championships, as the guys that got promoted, or is it a demotion? I don't know. The Viking Raiders, is that what they're calling them now? Not the Viking Experience, and not the War Raiders, and not War Machine anymore. It's the Viking Raiders, Eric and Ivar. They had to relinquish the NXT Tag Team Championships, and they were drafted to Raw. So in the Superstar shakeup, they voluntarily relinquished the titles on May 1 on the tapings, which aired May 15th, I guess. But had one final title offense against the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, that ended in a disqualification after the Forgotten Sons, Wesley Blake and Steve Cutler, and Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch got involved. A 4-way tag team ladder match was later scheduled for TakeOver 25. You can bet coming off the heels of a successful AEW Double or Nothing pay-per-view, you're going to want to think Triple H is going to want to have a sensational I haven't seen a bad TakeOver, so I mean, there's been ones that are stronger than others, but you got to think Triple H is going to put a lot of all of his eggs in one basket here, and try to get some limelight back, even though, I mean, WWE is still the top dog. A lot of AEW chatter out there, and they had a successful show. What'd you guys think of that show, by the way? Cody and his brother Dustin, the Natural. That was a sensational match. That's probably one of my matchups of the year already. Sensational storytelling in that one last week. If you had a chance to see AEW, in the comments, hit me up on what you thought. Kenny Omega and Dean Ambrose. Now Johnny Moxley is in the fold there, as he is AEW bound. And I cannot wait to see how that TV shakes out in the fall on TNT. So, but we're a WWE prediction show here. Maybe one day we'll cover AEW, but very interesting to say the least, the wrestling world with a new promotion that probably will give Vince all he can handle, as that was a hell of a pay-per-view last week. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I paid money for a traditional pay-per-view, and it was worth every penny there. So, but back to the matchup, the ladder match. What do we got here? I had it right here. Yes, Oney Lorcan, Danny Burch. They will take on the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, versus the Undisputed Era, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish are the representatives there, the former champions. And then the Forgotten Sons, Wesley Blake and Steve Cutler, will be in this matchup. And it once again is for the vacant NXT Tag Team Championships that the Viking Raiders have relinquished. And it'll be a ladder match. So I have that going third. In the women's match, singles match for the NXT Women's Championship, we've got the champion Shayna Baszler taking on Io Shirai. And I've waited for a one-on-one between these two gals. They had that fatal four-way there at NXT TakeOver New York. That was sensational. I thought Shirai was going to win that. Baszler shocked us all, retaining that championship. So, and then in the main event, baby, we've got Johnny Wrestling, the champion, Johnny Gargano, who beat Adam Cole. Baby, it's going to be a singles match for the NXT Championship. Those two had the best 2 out of 3 falls, and that you could put that up there as one of my favorite TakeOver matches of all time as well. A rematch here. Adam Cole lost 3 falls. What was it? 2 falls to 1. In that one in New York. Sensational storytelling in that one. But that is our main event on Saturday night, as Johnny Wrestling will take on Adam Cole. A lot of other talents. I'm not sure if there's going to be some dark matches, but we're only predicting 5 of the matches there. If they have any taped matches for the next week's TV taping, those will not be included. So once again, if you have not ever watched us, we're a prediction show. We just started a fresh, brand new season. I do not have any comments right now. Tonight, the Rat Boy, Ryan Alexander Taylor, and the defending champion, Rory Barr, over there in Blackpool, England. It's too late. They could not join us, and I could not get my other tag team partner, Mr. Woodchuck, Mark Wood, who has family engagement tonight. It's just yours truly, the mailman. Real quick, we're just going to go over a couple of picks, but I only got the Rat Boys and the Bars picks, and you'll have my selections just for record. But we have other guys joining us in the fold, as we said. We never had a Money in the Bank ladder match result show. Brock Lesnar is your beast in the bank, shocking us all. But that night started our new season off. There was 11 matches on that, and we have a new guy, the Mendel Taker. Kevin Mendelson was the only one who really dominated that night. He went 7-4. Nobody obviously picked Brock Lesnar to win the briefcase, but this is what it's all about, guys. Our prediction record. We had the pipe layer, Tim Kelly, do very well that night. He went 6-5. Everybody else was under 500 that has participated here. Yours truly, the mailman, Jimmy Melstead, went 5-6. The defending champion, Rory Barr. The Bar was 5-6. The Woodchuck, Mark Wood, was 5-6. King Louie, a new representative, Eric Lucart, says he's going to take the title this year, the small package championship. He only went 5-6. He had a great start, though, out of the gate. It looked like he was winning every match, and then he had a massive shutdown that night. Bailey won the women's championship with a cash-in, and she won the women's Money in the Bank on a historic night. So, and Becky Lynch ended up losing the SmackDown Women's title, but she is still the Raw Championship holder for the women. We had Deadpool James Herrera. He went 5-6 for the evening. Another new guy, Clint Greiner, the Hitman. He was 5-6. John Loose Cannon Lopez had a rough night. He went 4-7. And then our favorite, Ryan Alexander Taylor, the Rat Boy. He brought up the rear 3-8. So once again in 2019, 2020, Ryan is in the basement, out the gate slow. Ryan had 3 correct picks. He had Kofi, Shane McMahon in the cage. He was the only one to pick Shane, if you recall. And then Tony Nese won the Cruiserweight Championship retention. So Ryan will look to avenge here this weekend for NXT. So congratulations once again to Kevin Mendelson, our new guy. He is out in front on a great start, 7-4, the Mendel Taker. Let's see what his top picks were for that night. He was the only one to pick the Usos on the pre-show, and he also had Charlotte Flair. A couple people had Charlotte. He had Seth Rollins, Kofi. Yeah, the Usos were his top pick, and he just was pretty consistent all night. So kudos to him. But nobody had Brock Lesnar winning that briefcase. So that's how everybody started out the gates. 5 matches for this card. Like I said, I will start it off. I think it's going to be Matt Riddle and Roderick Strong to open the show. What do you guys think? Hit me up with your picks in the comments. I do not have most of the gentlemen's picks, but I do have our British friends, so I will get them on record here. My other friends have until Friday to get their picks in, or it'll count as a loss. So we'll recap how everybody did. Next week, we'll have episode 50. There's a pay-per-view over in Saudi Arabia. Once again, guys, the Super Showdown there in Jeddah. Once again, that's Friday, a week from tomorrow. I believe that is a 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. Pacific start. We will try to get our predictions in on Wednesday night. If we don't, we will definitely put our picks out there. But I haven't even seen the whole card. But that's the card that has the Goldberg and Undertaker going at it. So Vince is hyping it up as a card that is better or equal to this year's WrestleMania. So once again, that sweet Saudi money is back in action next Friday. But we'll have our episode 50 predictions next week, and we'll get everybody's picks there. There's going to be a lot of matches on that one. That one's going to be another long show. But back to NXT TakeOver 25. Once again, give me your comments. What you think your favorite takeover of all time was, your favorite matches. Like I said, I loved NXT TakeOver New Orleans. I had a great time being there live. NXT Orlando was fun. What about Dash Dawson, the Revival, taking on DIY there at NXT TakeOver Toronto? Was it Toronto? Yeah. That was one of the best tag team matches I've ever seen. DIY won the titles that night a couple years back. But, yeah, give me your comments and your favorite matches of all time. This is a historic 25th show. Triple H should have something to be proud of here. And all those guys and gals have done phenomenal work down there, the trainers. I am really looking forward to this card, and I think they're going to want to kind of get their mojo back after AEW stole the spotlight last weekend. So, but like I said, I think Riddle and Strong will open it up. Roddy Strong, if you haven't been watching, has had some run-ins that look like maybe a tease that maybe he was going to break up with his Undisputed Era brothers. A little dissension in the group, but not too much in storylines here. The broski, Matt Riddle, pretty much saved Johnny Gargano. And these guys also were in a TV taping tag match. And then eventually it was going to be Roderick Strong and Matt Riddle. This is going to be a bust-ass match. Two physical, talented, stretch, technical wrestlers. I'm a big fan of Roderick Strong. Not on the mic so much, but a phenomenal in-ring talent, kind of like a Dean Malenko. The guy can do it all. But he will – I think this match is a perfect opener to kick things off. And let me see what the Brits picked. We've got We'll start off with the defending champion, Rory Barr. The Bar, he has Roddy Strong, and the Rat Boy also has Roddy Strong. I think they think it's going to be a big night for the Undisputed Era. Can they all win their matchups? All 4 gentlemen are involved in the evening, and it could be their year once again to grab all the gold here in 2019. But those guys have Roddy Strong. The mailman will predict that it is going to be Matt Riddle. I think Matt Riddle will get a win after losing at NXT TakeOver New York to the Velveteen Dream in a sensational matchup. Matt Riddle will somehow get a submission in or something, or maybe a nice pin. Maybe the Undisputed Era cause Roddy Strong to lose, but I'll have more on that. I think Roddy Strong has a bad luck night, but I think this will be a hot opener. I'll give it a good 15 to 16 minutes that these guys go out. But Undisputed Era, before their matchups, I think they'll have some kind of run in and probably cost Roddy Strong. And I'll get to what I think in a little bit, what happens after that. But it should be a solid opener to kick things off. But I will go Matt Riddle. Is there anybody on the comments? I've got more guys I thought would join us, but I will try to get their picks. We're trying to play catch up all to Kevin Mendelsohn and Tim Kelly, the pipe layer, who is 6-5. He is in second place. So it's a long prediction season. Plenty of time to catch up, but I will rest my vocals here real quick. The second match I have going will be for the North American Championship. Like I said, I think this was supposed to be Donovan Dijakovic taking on the Velveteen Dream, but it has to be Tyler Breeze due to Dijak getting injured. And here's how this one has led up. I've enjoyed the back and forth between these two guys. I will play their preview. Let's see. I had it up. In case you missed it. Good back and forth here between Dream and Breeze. And there's a little buffering issue. Let's see if it's going to go here. Doesn't like me going live and playing the video. Okay. Maybe I'll just keep the screen up here. We might not have to be able to do this. And play.
Tyler Breeze, I remember you.
Here comes the magic. God. 3, 2, 1. I'm going just in case you haven't noticed. They're excited to see Tyler Breeze, but I'm excited to be Tyler Breeze.
Man, do you remember Tyler? The night Tyler Breeze found out that he was going to Raw or SmackDown. You could see the fear in your eyes. It was the last time that you ever got a standing ovation. Breeze, do you remember?
That's Tyler Breeze! Tyler Breeze! We are about to give WWE a much-needed facelift.
Do you even remember what the spotlight feels like? They say that Tyler Breeze was the man. And look at you now. You're standing in the spotlight, but it's a little too hot for you, Tyler.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
The NXT Universe has upgraded their cellular plan. The upgrade, the Velveteen Dream.
The purple prince of pugilism.
Sold out arenas.
And always commands
the spotlight.
Velveteen. Velveteen.
And the spotlight has never shone brighter for the Velveteen Dream.
You can't just feel the dream. You can't just hold on to the dream. Quite frankly, I'm too big to hold.
Oh, wow! Oh, wait a second! Is it? Prince Pretty's back at full sail! Prince Pretty is home! I remember Tyler Breeze. He wasn't just gorgeous, he wasn't just a pretty face. He was a staple of NXT.
Just because you couldn't cut it on Monday and Tuesday nights doesn't mean you get to come to NXT and demand a spotlight. You had a great career in NXT, Tyler Breeze. Not a career worthy of coming back and demanding an NXT North American Championship opportunity.
That North American Championship inspires me.
Tyler Breeze, you have never had gold, and you are a phony. You are the great value version of the Velveteen Dream, and you know it.
I think it's about time that Prince Pretty pushed you out of my spot. Oh, Prince Pretty Tyler Breeze is looking to reclaim the spotlight and win the North American title.
All right, so the return of the King of Cuteville, Prince Pretty, taking on the purple Prince of Pugilism. I'll go first this time. It's got to be Velveteen. This is a nostalgia act return. Tyler Breeze, it's great to see him back. I think it'll be a great match for Tyler to showcase all of his talents that we've so dearly missed. I enjoyed, what was it, 2 weeks ago, these two back and forth, great promos, one up each other, in each other. And but it's not going to be Tyler Breeze's night. Velveteen Dream could be the best North American NXT champion that we'll probably see. He'll hold that belt on for a while. And the mailman's going Dream all the way. Of course, you see the shirt of the evening, Dream over for you, Tyler Breeze. I think you'll take the loss. But will we see Tyler Breeze stick in NXT? I'm not sure about that, but maybe he could be some enhancement down there and put out some great matches for him. So it looks like Rory Barr and the Rat Boy agree. They are both taking the Velveteen Dream. I have a feeling most of our guys will chime in with the Velveteen Dream. Let's see if anybody's coming on the chat and wanted to make their picks. It's a quiet night here. Like I said, I'm already going longer than I thought. We will cut it short here, but 3 more matches to get to. The middle match is going to be the longest match of the night, guys. I've got the ladder match going in the middle for those vacant NXT tag team straps. Once again, 4 tag teams are going after the titles. The Viking Raiders have given up. I've enjoyed Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. Oney Lorcan still on 205 Live, I think. I have not been watching that show. Apologies for me not knowing, but this has been a great 1-2, no pun intended, act between these guys. Great tag team chemistry for Lorcan and Burch. They had a great match against, was it O'Reilly and was it Strong a couple of takeovers ago? I didn't think that got enough run. The Street Profits, it looked like they're teeing these guys up possibly to finally get it done. They've had one of those Daniel Bryan kind of climbs to the top. They've constantly been falling short. Will they ever get their first chance crack here at the gold? And then the former champions, the Undisputed Era, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish have been here before. Something tells me experience will weigh a lot in this match with that ladder. I'm excited to see what kind of spots. Every ladder match in NXT so far has been sensational. That one in New Orleans, I'll never forget. Ricochet and Lars Sullivan and Killian Dane just killing each other. Velveteen Dream was in that one, if you don't remember. And then EC3 as well. And then the Forgotten Sons, Wesley Blake, Steve Cutler are representing. I'm sure you'll see. I don't even know what Gunner's character's name is again. Apologies. I cannot remember. Jackson Riker, something like that. You got to think maybe he has something to do. I originally was going to pick the Forgotten Sons. I will go first once again. Coming back to the Undisputed Era, I think it will be a night of gold for these guys. And Roderick Strong might be kind of upset that he lost his match due to Undisputed Era possibly screwing him over. I think Matt Riddle, he's not going to show up in this one, but I think I didn't even correct my letter here. I had the Forgotten Sons. I am going Undisputed Era because I think in the storyline, which I'll get to in a minute, I think everybody pretty much wins except for Roderick Strong on this night. I think you're going to see Roddy somehow eliminated from the Undisputed Era once again. But I scratched out the Forgotten Sons. I'm going with the Undisputed Era to win the tag straps. Once again, for a short time, I don't think the Street Profits are ready, but they're going to probably be the fan favorite for most. Oni Lorcan, Danny Burch, they will come close as well. The Forgotten Sons need something. So I was thinking maybe they'd win the straps, but somehow they're not going to. They just don't bring enough for me. I don't think the Undisputed Era will relinquish a loss here. They will somehow get the victory. My British tag team partners over there in Blackpool, England, agree it's going to be a night for the Undisputed Era. I mean, they picked Roddy Strong as well so far. So they got Fish and O'Reilly as well. So a clean sweep so far. Interested to see what the rest of my crew, we have 10 people once again in the contest, seeing what they will give me here by Friday. The show is Saturday night. So I will post everybody's picks on my social media outlet. And maybe I'll throw a link up here in the YouTube feed for the recording here to see, so you can compare your picks. But who do you guys think it's going to be to win those vacant straps? Right now, the vacant masked men are holding those straps. So should be a bust-ass match. I have it going probably a good half hour. It'll be your longest match of the night in the middle of the card. So that brings up not much of a cool down, but we have a great matchup for the women's NXT championship. Let's take a look. We've had a bunch of people waiting in the wings. Once again, that fatal four-way was a bust-ass match. We had Io Shirai, Kairi Sane. Who else? Excuse me, the mailman is having a rough night. Remember, Bianca Belair, she was in that match. She's been wrestling other matchups. She's had a feud right now with the other NXT talent. And you got to figure she's going to get back in the title picture. But maybe she has something to do with Bianca Belair, might have something to do with this match. But Io Shirai has been tired of Shayna and her Four Horsewomen cohorts interfering in matchups. She lost it one week and brought a kendo stick and beat all those women up. Jasmine Duke. So Shirai finally gets a singles match with Baszler. They've been running in each other's training sessions there at the NXT Performance Center, the PC. I think that's how this all started pretty much. But Shirai has had enough, and she gets a one-on-one battle with Baszler. I think we've kept saying Baszler would be the main roster. I thought at WrestleMania she was going to lose that match. But she indeed won and shocked us all. That was a big loss for most of us. But it should be another bust-ass women's match. Do I have anybody on the comments right now? It says I have one watching, but I'll go to the Brits this time first. Rat Boy and the Bar. Let's see. The Bar. We'll go with him first. He selects Shayna Baszler to retain yet again. Maybe he's waiting for NXT TakeOver. I don't know what's going to be called in Toronto. Their SummerSlam weekend. Maybe I think that would be the next TakeOver. Maybe he has her finally dropping the belt then. So Baszler gets the nod for Rory Barr. It could be the case. Ryan the Rat Boy Alexander Taylor goes Io Shirai to finally win that NXT gold. And yours truly, the mailman. I love Io Shirai's theme music. I think she's a hell of a talent, really pretty woman, and I think she'll look even prettier with the NXT gold. Give me Io Shirai to knock it out of the park and win that coveted NXT Women's Championship. And that, guys, brings us to the main event. It will be a solid match as another Undisputed Era wrestler is in the main event. It's Adam Cole, baby, trying to do it again. He is taking on Johnny freaking Wrestling. Johnny Gargano has enjoyed the strap. He has enjoyed the limelight. It is his NXT. It is his title to lose. And let me tell you something. These two guys have put on quite a war here over the past few months. So with that 2 out of 3 falls match, one of the best stories in the ring for NXT for me. Going storylines. What do we got? I was looking to expand on this. Like I said, Johnny Gargano defeated Adam Cole in a 2 out of 3 falls match to win the vacant NXT Championship at the time. On May 15th, the 29th, 2019, the episode of NXT, a rematch between two for the title was scheduled for TakeOver 25, and I think this one, I don't know if you're going to see any more interference. Maybe Roderick Strong has something to do with this, to have Johnny Gargano hold on to the title. But, I think it's going to be the summer of gold for the Undisputed Era. The mailman will go first, and I think it's going to be all Adam Cole, baby. He was the one I picked in New York to win, and Rory Barr ended up retaining the or winning the championship, the small package championship, off of this one, and one of the matchup or actually the attendance record. But if I could have scored victory in this, I would have been the small package champion. But Adam Cole will finally win that NXT championship. Maybe they flip flop. I don't know, but I think it's going to be Undisputed Era's night, and I think you're going to see Roderick Strong somehow fall out of the group, because I think you'll see those two guys wrestle possibly for the championship. Where's Johnny Gargano go from here? I think he's going to get another shot. I don't see him being called up, but this one was tough. I mean, I think Adam Cole's going to somehow win it, not in a legal, without any help. He is definitely grabbing this title. So I'll put that in the mailbox. Those are my picks. And my British cohorts agree as well. They've got Adam Cole across the board. I think this time they feel like it's Undisputed Era's night, except for Roderick Strong on my end. So we will see. I could easily see these guys being on the main roster at some point once Fox is on or gets SmackDown. I think they're going to need ratings, and these guys will drive it. But it'll be the summer of the Undisputed Era for one last run in NXT. What do you guys think? Give me your thoughts in the comments, your predictions. This is a short show tonight, the small package episode 49, NXT TakeOver predictions. Let me take a look at the chat one more time. Mark Wood has joined us. Good evening, Mark Wood. Let's run down his picks real quick. Mark Wood is going Shayna Baszler. So the Woodchuck, Mark Wood, how you doing, sir? He goes Baszler to retain. He's got Matt Riddle. That's going to be in our opener for Mark Wood. Mark Wood also says the Velveteen Dream. Be interested to get this guy's thoughts. Hopefully we can talk to you, Mark, next week, episode 50. We'll talk the Super Showdown there in Jeddah. I can't wait to get your Goldberg Undertaker thoughts. But Mark Wood goes Undisputed Era as well to win the tag straps for a second time. Actually, this would be Bobby Fish's real first hold, I guess, of it. Technically, it was a part of the tag team championships. And Adam Cole, baby, he has winning the NXT championship. So we got Mark Wood. We got our OG cast's picks. We'll get everybody else's picks here soon. So, I mean, that's basically it, guys. A short and sweet show. History is made Saturday night, NXT TakeOver 25. Triple H's baby has really grown and blossomed. I've never remember any shows being in Bridgeport. I'm sure that arena is going to be rocking. I'm not sure how many fans it holds. It's probably an 18,000 or so arena. But once again, get your picks in, guys, by Friday, and we'll give you a shout out on next week's show. Once again, the standings before we head out. The Mendel Taker, Kevin Mendelson, is at 7-4. We've got the pipe layer, Tim Kelly, 6-5. Then a huge tie here, all at 5 and 6, are the Bar, the defending champion, Jimmy the Mailman Milstead, the Woodchuck Mark Wood, King Louie Eric Lucart, Deadpool James Herrera, and the Hitman Clint Griner. At third place is John Luscana Lopez at 4 and 7, and then the Rat Boy is in fourth at the moment at 3 and 8. So we'll see if the standings get shooken up, and we'll see you next Wednesday night, guys, as we preview the big show in Saudi for where the sweet Saudi money is. So that's all I got for you tonight. Enjoy NXT TakeOver on June 1st, this Saturday, and we'll talk to you soon. The Mailman, Jimmy Milstead, out for now. And I didn't get that band for you, but all I know is it's the official theme song for TakeOver 25. It's On My Teeth. Good night, everybody. The Small Package, episode 49 in the books. Good luck with your picks. It's going to be happening. The Mailman, Jimmy Milstead, out.
Let's get this started. What's fine? We found you. Not your fucking pride. So sad yourself. And no one else. Would you believe? Would you believe? Would you believe? You got